Hi. So the purpose of this screencast is to talk about why the role of the teacher librarian is so important, and also to talk about why the LLC, the Learning Common, is so important too. So one of the articles I'm using as reference is 27 Things Your Teacher Librarian Does. And what I'm going to do when I go through this is add more context. And one of the sources that I used is basically a document provided by the Ontario Library Association. And actually, let me show you that document. Um, Not this one, sorry, but the Together for Learning, this document right here. Okay, so that this is an excellent source. So let's go back to this document. So, so what's so important about a teacher librarian is that they teach students how to locate, evaluate, analyze, synthesize, select, create, and share information in many formats. And what I want to really key in here is that it's really teaching at a deeper level, deeper learning. The other is that we want students to think critically. So we're thinking higher order thinking, Bloom's taxonomy. The other thing is that it's so important that students share that information. So I mean, it could be because the Learning Commons is about collaboration, and it creates an environment where students can work together very well. What's also very important is that it's not just digital, physical means. It's also the ability to do it in a digital matter. And so the Learning Commons has all these digital tools, for example, to use. Now, let's talk now about tweeting. What you notice is that in the role of a teacher librarian, it's really important to do use like social media. And so like like we have a website where there is information, and also there's a Twitter account for the library, and so it's having, you know, as a source of information, but also as a resource where students can create blogs, because it's not just the consumption of information, but it's being able to use 21st century tools and to communicate, because that's what the environment outside is right now. And so the problem is that students come into the classroom, and basically they're not using the similar environment that's outside. And so the role of the Learning Commons and teacher librarians is to have students have a more authentic experience through the use of technology. Now, links are very important. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's linking not only to online resources with physical ones, but what's really important is the inquiry process and what I talked about, authentic learning. So it's students who are able to make connections to their own live experiences. And when they're able to choose what they're learning and choose their topics, then they're going to be much more engaged. And that's a very important role of the teacher librarian. And also the teacher, the Learning Commons also provides a shelter for students who need a safe haven. So it's a place for students to go to that they know that they're welcome. And also remind students to, I mean, about digital citizenship, right? About returning materials on time, and about basically citing sources. So like learning like APA, um, and more importantly, how to enjoy learning. It's about creation, as I mentioned earlier. So creating widgets, web pages. So like in my board, we use Google Apps, right? So like creating Google Sites, creating wikis, photos, blogs. So like you could use like Blogger to create blogs, and also do like scavenger hunts and escape rooms too, which we have in the Learning Commons too, and also a green screen. So in our Learning Commons, we just got a HoloLens too. It fosters creativity also through maker spaces. So we have all these puzzles and even like ability to create circuits in our maker space, and also Rubik's cubes. And so it's not only digital tools, but also physical tools. And what we do is we champion student interest by serving as the patron saints of all law school clubs like gaming, anime, books, card, poetry, etc. And we really focus on challenging students. I mean, think critically, as I mentioned earlier, question, evaluate, uh, create, and share. And that's why I'm emphasizing again, because that's so important. There's so much information outside available because of the internet, and so so we serve a role of curating these resources for the curriculum, and we teach students how powerful curation is. And so there are, many tools that we use to curate, like for example Google Classroom would be one of them, or D2L. And we also serve, I mean, great fiction and nonfiction on a daily basis. And we promote a culture of discovery seeking, information seeking, and always questioning. And equity is so important. And that's the key to a Learning Commons, because we provide a diversity information, and so many different types of technology. So no matter what type of learner it is, you'll be served in the Learning Commons. And we can, because we have all these shared resources, so we provide them, and it makes it equitable for all students. We extend access to resources and services beyond the school day. I mean, because we have so many virtual services and tools, we're open virtually 24/7. And so you can access us through your cell phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever tool, wherever you are, wherever you have internet connection. Uh, Learning Commons, it's all about collaboration among students, and also we as faculty, we work together. We have a professional learning community, and so we demonstrate to students basically, we model collaboration, and also a man is involved, and collaboration also with parents, because they're involved in basically having their input in decisions that are made. We manage quite a wide and diverse range of resources to ensure students have access to multiple perspectives so that students can see that their voices are being heard and their lived experiences. And and so we're because of the diverse resources, we are able to serve diverse student needs, interests, languages, cultural backgrounds, and abilities. And we sponsor clubs, special events, face to face and virtual. And we advocate for legal and the ethical use of information, technology, and resources, like as I mentioned earlier, digital citizenship, where issues about cyberbullying, issues about making sure that you're citing your sources, and we go into the issue of also the Creative Commons issue too. We locate whatever you are looking for, whatever it may be, so we can find what you need. And it's all about learning, so you can learn new skills, ideas through research, professional development, um, opportunities, and connected learning networks. And we bring stories through like book trailers, book talks, puppet shows, podcasts, and other tools and techniques. And we also have like a guest speaker series. So, and we have amazing speakers. Like we had, for example, a CEO of a tech company. We had, for example, um, Google come talk about Google expeditions, Holocaust survivors, so amazing guests. We also guide students as they discover and use information and technology. We're there to help you integrate technology into your classroom for teachers. And we engage in professional development activities. We're always staying up to date what's happening in educational technology, what are the key issues in education, trends, research. And so I'm going to end it here. And so, um, okay. Is